Okay, this is Alex Skolnick of Testament, Metal Allegiance, Pact, Stu Handband, Alex Skolnick Trio, and many others. You are listening to, oh God, what is it again? Rock on Radio. Rock on Radio. Okay, one more time. Take two. Hi, this is Alex Skolnick of Testament, Alex Skolnick Trio, Pact, Metal Allegiance, Stu Handband, too many to name. You are listening to Rock on Radio.
What? Alex Skolnick.
Doing him dirty.
Some of the outtakes are proved to be
Hysterical.
funnier than the
So true.
edited versions. Producer Claire.
I know.
Producer Claire is here. Welcome to Rock on Radio. Madison is here.
Yes. Once again.
That's it. That's all you got for me?
Dude, it's been a long day, dude.
Why? What happened?
We're back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio. This is your host, Madison. Head host, Madison.
You did ask for that.
Well, Bruce said you were taking over.
Yep, I've got my assistant here, Danny.
Well, at least I'm not her assistant, thankfully.
Yeah. Yep. It's going to
You're
be a
her-
great show.
you're her
Hope everyone's
co-conspirator.
tuning
I
in.
am. That is true.
You also you have a bag of M&Ms.
Yep, I've got a bag of M&Ms, fresh bag of goldfish, and a Joe's green tea today. No lollipops this time.
That was a great picture, though.
It was. That
Really
was
was
a
cute.
funny picture.
That's right. Claire has
sniped
made a
me.
decision that we have extended our Munchies for Madison campaign.
That's right. She
For-
obviously needs more.
Yeah.
More
Always.
munchies for Madison,
Always.
the media maven.
Madison is our social media maven, correct. Here from the and for the two-track studios of Deco Entertainment, which is where we are right now. And again, I am your host, Danny Coleman. Producer Claire Madison are here. Rock on Radio is sponsored by O'Connor's American Bar and Grill of East Hampton, Mount Holly, New Jersey. They are the official caterers of Rock on Radio. Lillipie's of Princeton, located inside the Princeton Shopping Center at 301 North Harrison Street. Lillipie's provides, or they are the official dessert provider of Rock on Radio. Jen makes hand grenades of happiness, and we eat them until I explode. Yes.
Yes, you do.
Correct. Speaking of which,
Speaking of exploding.
Adriana Groza used to be located right across from Little Pies.
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah. But she
Princeton
has a
Makes.
new gallery.
Right, on Spring Street in Princeton. However, this whole past week, she was at the Philadelphia
know.
Flower Show.
I know. That was looked great.
Now, my friend Bev, who I did the prize pack for the Tricky Tray, all of a sudden I get a picture on Facebook of
Oh, that's
Beverly with
I did
Adrian.
see
Turns
that.
out she knows her.
Oh, that's funny.
So she's at the Philadelphia Flower Show all
Yes,
week.
she
She has
is.
her own booth number 720. Not that it matters. It's
Just
over
now it's
by
over.
now, but play that number on the lottery, 720. Box it, wheel it, half it, whatever.
They only have 3 numbers.
Well, for the pick 3.
Oh, there's a pay. I
Play
know.
3
I know
or-
nothing about
I don't know, whatever. Anyway.
nothing about lottery
Yes.
at all. I
Correct.
could scratch off. That's about it.
Did you ever win anything from the lottery tickets at the happy hour?
No, actually, I shared it with Josh Zuckerman, and he almost won $500, but he was afraid. He thought he did.
Almost.
Well, he thought he did, and then he felt really bad because I had given him the lottery ticket, and then he was like, "I think I just won $500," and I'm like, "Oh, let me see." And he's like, and I'm like, "You can keep the $500. I don't care."
Almost winning the lottery is like being a little bit pregnant. You
Well, he-
either do or you don't.
He didn't win, but he
Okay.
thought he
so he's
had won.
so the rabbit did not die.
Yeah, no.
Good. Excellent. Fantastic. I had lunch yesterday also with Chuck Schaefer.
Nice.
Yep, whose wife Jenny owns Phoenix Art Supply and Framing
Good.
on Route 611, otherwise known as Southeastern Road, in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Keeping our sponsors happy. Very
Jenny
important.
has been, Chuck actually, he bought lunch. He insisted on buying
Oh,
lunch.
well, then he's keeping you happy.
We had a very good conversation, and it was good to see him. I haven't hung out with Chuck in a while.
Right.
But Phoenix Art Supply and Framing, Route 611, Southeastern Road in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Jenny Schaefer has been providing quality art supplies and framework for more than 41 years to the Doylestown, Pennsylvania area and beyond. There you go. Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation. Go to jsjbf.org and see what the foundation is up to. Cricket, I have to let her know whether I'll be hanging out in Clarksdale on April 10th and 11th.
Oh, are you going to go?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, very cool.
I'm thinking about it. The only thing that might stop me, do you think I can Uber from the gate to the rental car?
No.
Because to get to Clarksdale, Mississippi, you got to go through Memphis. And the rental car is like walking from here to the main road, all the way out there. I got bad knees, man. I need an Uber. I need a guy with the little golf cart to come around and pick me up and take me over there. You know what I mean?
Well, I can get you as far as Nashville on the 8th. It's about as far as I'm going west. So I could
Nashville?
Uber you as close as Nashville if you want. But you're out of luck between Nashville and Memphis. Or I know you want to get the little
It's only like 3 hours from Nashville to Memphis.
Okay, well, I ain't going that far.
Well, you can drop me off.
I'm not good. I'm not.
I would do it for you.
Yeah, well, I have other people with me.
Wow.
They're not going to want to go.
See that, Madison? I fell way down on the priority list there.
Well, are you looking at colleges?
Yeah.
This is a college tour.
I'm going to
It's
be like
never too late.
I'm gonna be like Rodney
It's never too
Dangerfield,
late.
going back to school.
Yup.
Thornton Mellon. All right. So where was I? Oh, yeah. Go to jsjbf.org, see what the foundation is up to. Dee Dee's Lights. Dee Dee is the official chandler of Rock On Radio. She makes all of our candles that go in all of our prize packs and charitable giveaways, as well as being given away at the happy hour. DeeDee'sLights.com. Tyndall Road Brewing. Brewing. They are at 102 Farnsworth Avenue in Bordentown City. We have, Claire and I have something in the works, and I've reached out to Marcy, but she read my text, but...
She left you on red?
No, it's red.
No, it's on red.
She's left me unanswered.
Oh, it's on red. She left you on red. It's a term that the young people use.
Why are you pointing at him when you say young
Because
people?
he's younger than you are.
Everybody's younger
He
than
obviously
I am.
knew what I was saying. See, right, Madison?
Yeah.
Left unread. On red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
will
you're
say on red is
Yeah.
very much used in our space.
Yes.
And if you don't know, now you do know. Now you could use it.
That's
so then
right.
you can
Yeah.
impress your friends that
Same.
might also not know what it is.
Right.
That's
So-
a very kind way of putting it.
To answer that, I was around when MySpace was invented. Instead of
Cool.
on space.
You were around when electricity was invented.
Yeah.
Not as cool.
I gave. She's so funny because she throws me a zinger, and then she looks around like, "Oh, did I just say something?"
I never know if I'm crossing the line too much. I try to keep it respectful, but sometimes stuff just pops
It
in my
just-
head. I can't not say
You
it.
got to go with it.
Yeah.
Like, have I ever gotten aggravated at you?
No, you've never yelled
I'm
at me
easy
thus
going
far.
about that. See,
We bug him a lot.
We do.
We
You
do.
take a lot, Dan. You take it on the chin. I gotta respect it.
see.
And we do it on air only. We don't do this when it's off air.
True.
Yeah.
I was just texting you the other day how much I appreciate you, Danny. I said thank you, Danny. We all
Yeah.
appreciate you very much. You're
yeah,
the
me
best.
too. I did. Did I? Did I? I don't think I did.
I don't recall you being on that text chain.
No,
but
no. I meant like
I mean,
on other things. Did I?
Actually, yeah, Claire was with me. We were both saying that at the same time. I was just saying it for both of us.
Anyway, so you were left on red as opposed to unread. That's a different thing. So you know that you've
You're
seen.
right there, Chuck. While they're doing this, I want to make sure you're all right because you look very upset.
And now he's doing
All right,
good.
give me
He's
the
doing
thumbs
good.
up. All right. You know this is radio, so if you don't talk to me, it's not going to go over well. You're all right though.
I'll tell you, for me, I was waiting. I'm
Now,
like,
Shay, you're
I figured there was going to be some level of like introduction as far as like, hey, we're joined by some new people. So I was
oh
like,
no,
waiting
we'll
for
get
that.
there. We haven't gotten
you
there
know.
yet. I still
was
got to
like-
do my sponsors.
Because in my head, I'm like, he's going through the sponsors. If I were to speak up now, I'm like, am I breaking the cardinal rule of radio? That's
No,
what my head went.
we involve everybody from the get-go.
We,
here.
we have no
Okay.
cardinal rules here.
All right, so we're good to talk, is what I think
We
they're
broke
saying.
all of them.
Okay, there we go.
So now I forget where I was.
Unread.
Oh, Tyndall Road Brewery. We have Claire and I have something in the works to where we may invade Tyndall Road Brewery along with two of our favorite musicians and 2/3 of our law firm of Monk and Kramer
That's right.
to possibly make the next Danny's pick.
That's right. We'll make it a public event. Everybody
We'll let
can
you know if
vote.
that goes over. You know, we should just forget Marcy. I'm doing it on
That's
my
right.
own.
We're just going to show up.
That's right. It's
Bring our
her
own
place.
ballots.
Who cares?
She's
Tyndall
our
Road
sponsor.
Brewery, 102 Farnsworth Avenue in Bordentown City. Sinister Footwear. Go to sinisterfw.com and purchase any of the wild, crazy socks that Tina sells. And use the promo code DCR Socks at checkout, and you'll get 10% off your entire order. SinisterFW.com. Asbury Park Vibes. If you are a band, solo artist, realtor, somebody looking for headshots or want photos, video of you in action, go to AsburyParkVibes.com. Diane and Doug have a staff of 15 photographers. They also have a fantastic podcast. They do website bios and press releases. AsburyParkVibes.com. NewJerseyStage.com, where this week's column, when I rock on this week's sound bites, is about who, Madison? Sydney Irving. Didn't we have this
Yes.
discussion?
I wasn't listening.
Oh, yell at
All
her
I heard
now.
was Madison. I was like,
Hello.
yes, correct. Sydney Irving, the one and only.
Thank you for that reinforcement, Matt.
Yes,
Fantastic.
that is correct.
You are the best.
Moving right along.
You and Claire here. Claire, just the
We take turns not paying
the
attention.
two of them. Yes.
Well,
Claire, you got that? What? That I wasn't paying attention. That's
we
what
need
I
to give
hear.
her some headphones. She had headphones on, would have caught it right away.
See, yeah, that's the thing. I feel excluded. Okay, I'll just come out and say it. I feel excluded over here without headphones. So I'm actually protesting.
You're protesting the lack of headphones.
Yep.
Here they are. You guys gotta walk over here.
I could have protested
man.
when you once again went to the spa without me.
Yes, I did, and now I'm pink.
Aren't you glad
Yeah,
you
do the
didn't go to the
listeners
spa?
know? Everyone, Madison dyed her hair pink,
And I'm
and it
gray.
looks lovely.
I didn't die. I
it's
preferred
fading
to
a
let
little
it
bit.
happen slowly.
Well,
I thought you just went shocking white all at once.
Well, that could be when you paid attention. I got so shocked that my hair went gray. When I started the show, it was brown. I don't want to say anything.
Got a point.
But I think that's it. Right?
Yeah. And
No,
where-
NewJerseyStage.com, where you find my column, Rock On This Week Sound Bites. This week is Sydney Irving. NewJerseyStage.com. And, of course, you can hear this program on Monday mornings on Radio Garden State, all week long on thepenguinrocks.com, mixcloud.com/thepenguin, or right here on decoentertainment.com, as well as our 8 other affiliates throughout the week, which if you go to our website, Claire, which is
DCROR.com, which is the short link for Danny Coleman's rockonradio.com.
you were paying attention.
You thought you were going to catch me because I was reading something.
So,
I'm
yes.
not Madison.
Facebook.com/Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio 2. That would be the number 2. And Instagram @Rock On Radio, all one word, all capital letters. I think I got everybody. Correct? New Jersey. Why do I feel like I'm missing somebody? Which brings us to our guests. Now, our guests have come here via my relationship with Carrie
Oh,
McKay.
and South Jersey.
Mhm.
Nice.
She's in charge of the South Jersey contingent
That's
of
right.
Rock On Radio. And actually, it is maybe one of you guys can help me out with this. March 29th at the Frosted Mug is the next original songwriters night, right? Down there in...
So I know that Chuck was at the first one. I was not there myself. I heard about it. Heard that it went well. Heard that it was a good time. And thankfully Chuck was there and able to kind of help out with running some of the sound equipment.
Yeah. I was the I was the engineer.
The engineer.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess I've tended to make multi-artist shows. Has been a niche of mine as of late. So
Excellent. Well, please welcome the Rock On Radio, Chuck M. and Shay.
Happy to be here. Thank you guys for having us.
Tonight, we are on a mission.
Dun dun dun.
Mm-hmm. It's like the old movie,
Dun,
Night
dun,
Shift.
Dun, dun, dun,
We're gonna relax
dun,
Chuck.
dun, 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 dun,
Chuck is going to be so relaxed by the time he leaves here that just like Chuck in Night Shift, he's going to be sleeping in a morgue slab.
you
So
may need
relaxed.
some powerful substances for that.
Well, I spoke of Jack Daniels. You said you don't drink, Chuck.
No, I don't.
So what do you do to kick back and relax? Well, let me thank Carrie, by the way. Thank you, Carrie, very much. Good.
What do I do to relax?
Yeah, what do you do to relax?
What's that?
Come on, radio
you
shows?
I don't know. I don't know what relaxes. Gosh, I don't.
It's almost as if he's in the permanent state of sound man, sound engineer, where there's so much to take care of at all times to make sure that you have a great show.
Well,
And to step away from that at times.
I
can be
saw a
tough.
great meme the other day, Chuck. And the musicians, it was a musician talking about how they went to the club to play, and the sound man greeted them with a smile and said, what you in the UK, you're there, here's where you do. Put it, and it was just walked us through this, and he was so nice. And none of us knew how to function because it wasn't the oldest guy in the room who was like, "Where's your amp?" So what kind of sound guy are you, Chuck? Are you the benevolent one?
No, I'm the surly sound guy.
You're the surly sound guy?
Yeah. Yes.
Because you're like this super friendly guy here.
I'm usually at OAC. I'm usually like, hurry up.
The good news is we have that mix where I can then come in and be the happy, cheerful host and, help bridge the gap.
And then I'm trying to make sure that the show continues, and that we don't have big gaps, and that people are. We run a pretty tight ship in the sense that kind of what Shay does between the artists is reads a bio for the artist,
Right.
and so that is the time to set up the band. So
Correct.
then that gives them a chance to, so that way we don't have, because this is like TikTok generation. If you have a lull, you're going to lose the crowd. So we want to keep things moving. And so like people are like, oh, well, Shay's talking. Like, no, get set up now. This is your time.
I got to say, too, really impressive what Chuck was able to do. He put together this entire system. It's all wireless setups. So he can basically go in and prep the next artist. They're fully ready to go before the other artist even finishes their set. So we did the festival with 50-plus acts. Wow. We had one station on the right, one on the left. So when we had solo artists back-to-back, the other one is at the mic ready to go as the other artist is finishing their song. Then when we have a full band, what we tend to do is that artist would be on this side if this band needs the drums, the keys, and the bass amp. We'll get them set up, and then it's just a plug and play for the final artist of that band to join in. Made things run smooth and seamless, and that's all credit to Chuck for
Nice.
helping us figure
I
that
don't
out.
want to say that, but I mean, the artist had to cooperate.
Sure.
You had to run the show.
Oh, man, across the board.
I just made sure the monitors sounded good. We had a number of guys that were mixing front of house that did an amazing.
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
shout
now
out.
I got to interrupt you, gentlemen, because I know what you're talking about, but my guests and listeners don't know what you're talking about. So what event is it that you're speaking of? The first one being the original artist
Yeah, so it's called the Original Artist Circuit.
That
and,
you run, right.
Yeah. So we started this in January of 25. So this happens at Double Nickel Brewery, Double Nickel Brewing.
Pennsauken.
Yes, exactly. And so that's actually where I got my start personally. So I was working heavy to show up there, support the acts that were in that building to try to get a spot myself. Eventually got in. First 2 gigs went really well. We brought out a lot of people, and they basically said, treat this like a home. They were fully on board with whatever we wanted to do. So I thought of this idea. I've been wanting to do it for a while, just needed the right circumstance, the right location, and then eventually, through the process of getting the green light, put together the team. So I knew that Chuck was going to be one of the very first people I'd reach out to. We also helped out in getting Michael Songs joined in. So that was the original 3, and we had 2 weeks to make the first one happen. So every single month, the way it works is it's 6 original acts. They all get 30 minutes apiece. We have a house band. Starts the night off with an introduction with our theme song. Then we go through, we have an intermission where we hit a couple more songs, and it's all original music. And then at the very end of the night, we close out the night with the song as well. And we have a professional photographer in Kristen Osmond documenting the entire thing. We live stream it. Check out the website where everything is connected, originalartistcircuit.com. And we're now at a point where we have had 13 shows, coming up on 14 in about a week and a half. And we had a 50-act festival. We had a hip-hop night as a spinoff, and it's been going really well. It's been growing a lot.
And this is all at the Double Nickel?
Yep.
Which
Is that-
actually just got, it's one of the top 30 breweries just was ranked, I think it's the top 15. or
Well,
something.
I'm going to give you a couple of funny things here. Number one, I am connected to the Double Nickel in a very roundabout way.
It's not your age.
10, 15 years ago, myself and another guitarist decided we're going to start a blues band. What's that bar down there in Pennsauken, right past the circle? You got to make a jug handle. You go across. Begins with a G.
He was just talking about this, and I couldn't get to the name. that
That's
night.
what I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
what it was. But anyway, they used to have a blues jam there all the time. And the guitar player, friend of mine, used to go to the blues jam. Well, he decides there was a guy down there that ran it whose name was Chuck.
There we go. Funny enough.
Okay?
I know Chuck.
Okay, right?
I've met him a couple times. Yeah.
Chuck became the other guitarist, and I knew a bass player, so we get this 4-piece blues band. Other than doing the occasional gig at this bar, the name is, I thought it began with a G, but
Greenwood Inn?
Green something?
Greenwood Inn.
Yes, the Greenwood Inn. Thank you very much. There you go. And but we were booked every weekend. So long short of it is the band didn't last as long as it should have. Out of the blue, I get a message from Chuck telling me he's playing at the Double Nickel, and he starts sending me all this stuff. Now through that, I get a message. Hey, I'm going to send you a friend of mine. So got some event to promote down in Vineland. Next thing you know, I get an email from Carrie. And she says, Chuck told me I should reach out to you, and so on and so forth. And then I see that he's in some blues duo or trio. They played a Double Nickel, or they used to play the Double Nickel a lot. Through that connection, I meet Carrie, and through Carrie, now you two guys are
It
sitting
all
here.
came full circle.
So
Wow.
it's all
Okay.
like, and I always say music makes the world so much smaller. As a musician, I used to do a lot of gigs in the Asbury Park, Point Pleasant area up there. And there was this, I love my sound man. As a drummer, they can make or break me either way. They can make or break all of us, and I wish more musicians realize that. You've got to listen to them. Well, there was this really cranky sound guy that used to work at the Stone Pony named Jimmy, right? I love Jimmy. Because Jimmy and I were straight shooters, So one day I was emceeing a benefit for the Epilepsy Foundation. And the headlining act was Gary Hoey. I don't know if any of you guys, guitar player, blues guy. And there's this group of young kids who were kicking the afternoon off. And when I say young, like 16, 17, 18 years old.
Lackadaisical Lemon.
No, I don't know who they were.
This sounds like it was like
This
for
was
the back.
Oh,
That's
oh,
who
this
I
was
was thinking
years
of
ago.
too.
Yeah,
I was getting
I'm
ready.
sorry.
I was
I'm
loading
sorry.
that
I'm
up.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's all right. This was years ago. So Jimmy, so they come in. They're the first band on. So they get there, and the sound guy, Jimmy's like, all right, I need you, and he was a cranky old guy. He's like, I need you to do sound check. So in the sound check, the lead guitarist, who you could tell had an ego bigger than his pant size, he had his amp turned up to like 11. So Jimmy goes up to him very nicely for him and says, look, I need you to turn that amp down. He says, yeah, but no, I don't care. I'll handle your sound. That's why I'm getting paid. Turn the amp down. I want you to turn that down to around 6 or 7. He says, control your volume at the guitar. Jimmy walks back up behind the thing. I see the kid go over to the amp and gave it the old phantom turn down. 30 seconds in, Jimmy says, all right, guys, hold on. Comes up, says to the guitar player, look, I've asked you once. Now I'm telling you, turn that amp down. And the kid starts giving him a hard time. He goes, okay, I'll tell you what. That's your sound check. You guys are done. Get out. Now, number 2, if I catch that on stage when you come up to your set, I'm going to shut you off. And the kid laughed at him and walked away. Sure enough, come out on stage. Now, I was on the same side of the stage. The first thing the guitar player does, because Jimmy turned his amp down, first thing the guitar player does, go up, bang, back up to 11. These guys are 10 minutes into their set. I don't think they finished 2 songs. Jimmy gets up from behind the soundboard, Stone Pony, walks up, stage right, walks over, unplugs the kid right from his amplifier. And the kid didn't see it because he's out there, like he's like this. Great. Jimmy just, boop, unplugged him right. And the kid turned around, he looked at him, and Jimmy's standing there with the cord like this. He said, you're done.
Wow.
They played like 3 songs and got out, which was good because it put us ahead of schedule. But,
Always nice. Happy accident right there.
So sound guys can either make or break you. And to be able to do that at you, I mean, it's
plays a big role, yeah.
Yeah. So what got you so interested, Chuck? I mean, obviously you're a musician. What I heard, Carrie just sent me a text. You got to have this guy on your show. It was you, Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. I think she was trying to get me to run sound for her. So I think that was kind of.
So I'm like just a pawn in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
She bribed me.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
prize.
You're the prize.
Well, I will say I'm pretty grateful to be here to be chatting with you.
Well,
so
thank you, Jay.
so
I
there's
appreciate
value
that.
here.
Yeah. I started. I guess I kind of started oddly enough. I volunteered at just to help out. I wasn't like deep involved, but kind of wet the whistle for it at college radio.
Okay,
doing some engineering for that, and then started running sound for the. I went to a religious school, and so I would prefer not to mention it because I don't know that I'd recommend it. But
Our Lady of Perpetual Motion.
yeah,
That's a nice way of putting it.
So I mean, still in therapy from that stuff, but
He didn't tell us that when he came in. Right?
He was saving it for on air.
right.
You know?
All right, good.
But yeah, I just started. Was involved. Started to run sound for services and chapel and stuff like that, and then I spent most of my time doing front of house, running sound for churches and designing sound systems, designing and installing sound systems for churches.
That's cool.
Yeah, in perhaps one of the greatest audio settings, plus one of the most difficult due to the high ceilings.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the room. I'd always suggest sound treatment. Like, let's put sound, and then no, we can't. So it's like, all right. Yeah. So that's kind of how I kind of got started. That's how I got started in music. Yeah, it was funny. I the first time when I was, how was I? I tried to join the choir when I was like 17.
Okay.
I just started, and I remember the pastor of that church who was accomplished musician himself, a really good musician. Yeah, he told me every time I sing that heaven flies its flag at half mast. So, a half mast. So,
Oh, that's terrible.
so I was encouraged to stay away from like music stuff.
Did you ask him how he would know?
I know. No, I didn't. And so, and then that's where engineering, because at least I got to be part of the music by being able to run sound and make everybody else sound good, and then just trained my ears and learn by doing, taking classes, and just doing YouTube and once YouTube, because when I started, YouTube didn't exist, but then when YouTube started coming out, it was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I can get on there and learn stuff, and then from there built a studio in my home.
Okay.
And started going that, doing studio stuff. And so when I came in, I mentioned to Bruce, I noticed his U87 like right away, and then and he said it was a vintage one, and so I'm like looking at it. It's beautiful. Yeah, I can't afford that, but it's beautiful.
Just take it with you.
Just take that's a door prize,
right, Madison? He like be his fabulous parting gift. Don't worry about
Madison
it.
approved, then I think we're good.
I'd have to trade my truck in for the microphone, but yeah. So yeah, that of course now I have a new house. I bought a new house a year ago. I guess I bought.
Yeah, about a year ago now, and I got to say the studio is coming together. We're actually going to be there tomorrow night to rehearse.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Very
So I'm
cool.
working on building it.
Where are you from originally, Chuck?
I'm originally from Clarksboro, New Jersey. So
Okay.
Exit 18 off of 295.
Yeah.
And oddly, I run an open mic in that town, Death of the Fox Brewing, every Tuesday. So.
Okay.
And what's the name of
One
your you said the songwriter circle or whatever you do? What is
Original Artist Circuit.
Circuit. That's what
Circuit. Yeah.
I was hearing. Circle, and I'm looking it up. But okay,
Yep.
Do you have a Facebook page for that?
Yeah, we do. The Facebook and Instagram came in later in the line, because the thing is, we're all individual artists doing our own thing. That we come together and we have there's a big vision for what we're doing and a plan moving forward. And people we're bringing in, the way we're expanding. It took a while for us to really have the time allocated to go in depth, because we had the website, we had the live streams going, the graphics always looked great, we were able to promote. It didn't happen until, I want to say, maybe November, when we started actually building out the social medias for the event. But we're a year and 3 months in, but yeah, you can find it on Facebook, on Instagram. YouTube is limited because we had to get to a certain follower count to live stream and then go through that process. So we're going to be getting into that in 2026, but exciting things are on the corner. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Just I couldn't find it.
Where are you from, Shay?
So I'm from West Thetford, so it's not far from Clarksboro. Yeah, right there.
Oh, I know.
Oh man, what something happened in West Thetford for you, Danny?
I almost died in West Deptford
Whoa.
when I was a kid. Seriously, I was 19. No, I was in high school. So I was 17. And when I was in high school, I was like the Al Bundy of my class. I sold shoes at a place called Open Country in Quaker Bridge Mall.
Oh, yeah.
Up by Princeton.
Yeah.
And they were opening a brand new store down in West Deptford Mall.
Okay.
So they sent myself and the store's assistant manager. We went down to Deptford. So we're driving down the road, and all of a sudden, and my assistant manager's asleep in the front seat of my car. All of a sudden, one of them big black fuzzy carpenter bees come flying in the window and hit me right in the forehead. And I was like, whoa, and I like this. And well, the car swerved off the road, and I had to correct it.
Oh, no.
My manager wakes up. What are you? I'm like, I was like from me to you guys, which is about 4 feet, 5 feet from hitting a guardrail.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, man, on 295. And I was like, oh,
Jeez,
good
that's
Lord.
scary. Now every time you see a carpenter bee, you're starting to it's getting hot in here.
No,
What's
and I
happening?
kill them immediately.
Yeah,
by the
there
way.
you go.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't care how many of the SP or SBCA the Society of
ASPCA.
I don't know.
Bees.
Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Bees. I don't know what they are, but yeah. So every time I like if I go to Myrtle Beach or I go down to Ocean City, Maryland, and I'm coming back and I see West Deptford, I'm like, ooh.
Yep.
I get the heebie-jeebies.
Well, hopefully, Danny, in meeting myself, and Chuck's also based on that area too.
right.
I live in
Now,
West
You
Deptford.
redeem it.
so now you have a very great association to make with West Deptford.
Excellent.
That's what we're working
Correct.
towards here tonight.
That's what we're
Yeah.
talking about. We're talking about building bridges here, man.
right.
Absolutely.
Reconnecting.
Always.
Excellent. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock On Radio. I have Shay and I have Chuck M here, and they are from the well, both of you, I guess, right? Original artist circuit, and you just said you just mentioned something. Isn't that where Amber just played at Death of the Fox?
So Death of the Fox is where he runs his open mic. It's a little different. They have a handful of gigs that they have there. I think she actually did just do the Fierce and Fretted there, right?
The 28th Saturday. She they had the Fierce and Fretted there, and then the Fierce and Fretted are collaborating with us on March 13th. So we're doing an OAC Fierce and Fretted collaboration.
Oh, nice.
So we're
Nice.
I'll tell you, too, the thing that really prompted that idea. So my birthday is on March 8th, so I believe this will be getting released on my actual birthday.
Yeah.
And the thing that was cool
Happy
about...
birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It actually is your birthday now, right? When we're gonna.
Yeah, so
Yes.
when people are hearing this, yes, so feel
Yes.
free to reach out to me, guys.
That's
I'll be
right.
doing stuff that day. I'm actually going to be trying to go to see Fierce and Fretted because they're playing on that day.
Dr.
It's
Brillo's,
it's the International Women's Day. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is International Women's Day. The month is International Women's Month, and I'm like, we have had so many women that have performed on the OAC, and we've been directly tied in with everything that's going on with Fierce and Fretted. So we decided it'd be the best thing to get a crossover between the two events and have them feature on the OAC stage. So we have an all-women lineup on that day, Amber West included. So she'll be there that day on March 13th.
Yep.
I love it.
Leanne Tercy, Jay Runyon, Chico,
Yeah.
Jess Haya,
Mm-hmm.
Janine Graham, and Grace Dolores.
Yeah. We're
2 to 6.
we're really good friends with those girls, just outside of the music stuff. You know?
Okay.
You know, they're a good group of people.
Yeah, good
so,
people, for sure.
Yeah. Now I met Amber and Anthony
Yeah.
through Carrie at an event she did at Dad's in Burlington, raising money for Capital Canine Association, and I think we raised enough money to buy 2 or 3 vests for the dogs that day. I emceed the event, but I remember Amber came on, and I remember thinking she would be great for this show, and she was. She came on. Her and Anthony both came on. It was fantastic. So, well, before we get, why don't we do some music here?
Yeah,
Now,
getting some
what
tunes.
what are we focusing on, Chuck? Is your originals, his?
I guess I kind of planned on starting off. It kind of makes sense energetically with a blues song.
I'm very fond of the blues, Chuck. That's an excellent choice.
I love the blues. That's kind of blues, R&B, soul is kind of
What got you into the blues?
Nirvana.
Okay.
So Nirvana is unplugged. If they're unplugged. I was a teenager in the '90s, so grunge is kind of thing me and Pete Scavello have in common there. And he did at the end of that he Kurt Cobain covered "In the Pines" by Leadbelly, and that song was just the song blew me away.
Right.
And so I was like, well, who's this Leadbelly character? And then kind of figured out the blues. And I'm like, oh, Allman Brothers. I love the Allman Brothers. And then I kind of got into, from there, B.B. King, the Three King, B.B. King, Freddie King, and, and
You go down that
rabbit
trail.
hole. Yeah.
Now, Leadbelly is from New Orleans. Well, Louisiana, not New Orleans. But Kenny Wayne Shepherd, right? Kenny Wayne Shepherd, who I just talked to, last month.
Oh, wow.
Kenny Wayne is out on his 30th anniversary tour, which began in the beginning of February, for the 30th anniversary of Ledbetter Heights.
Oh, okay.
Ledbetter Heights is a neighborhood that was named after Leadbelly, from in near where Kenny Wayne Shepherd's from in Louisiana. Leadbelly, I don't know, was Louisiana or right over the border. Anyway, he's from down there, and they named this section of I think it's Shreveport, Ledbetter Heights,
Okay.
which is how Kenny Wayne got the name of that
Wow.
album.
Interesting.
But
That is cool.
and it's funny that it was Leadbelly.
Yeah.
So people think Leadbelly, who that? But and if you hear somebody, he doesn't have any recordings that don't sound like they're 300 years old.
Right.
But it's really cool that people still cover him or pay him all those, as Claire and I found out when we went to Clarksdale, all those old blues guys. Yeah. You don't know where today, like you hear today's music, or you hear the music of the Stones or Zeppelin or Eric Clapton, and you realize, oh shoot, that's where they got that from.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you're gonna do some music. What are we doing here? Is this one of yours? It's a blues tune of yours?
Yeah, it's a blues tune of mine called "Someone Better Than You."
Fantastic. Whenever you're ready, my friend.
Don't come on over, baby. I wanna see you around. Had enough of your shot taken and you acting a clown. I'm gonna find me a real love, baby. I'm gonna stay true. We won't live as a honky tonk. Someone better than you. Someone better than you. I bought you nice clothes, baby, and I bought you that car. You used to run around on me, ran over my heart. I'm gonna find me a real love, baby. I'm gonna stay true. I'm gonna sleep at home. Someone better than you. Someone better than you. Gonna find I'm a man of pride, baby. I'm a man of class. You're a woman of a low degree. That's why I put you out. You're gonna find me a real love, baby. One that stays true. Respect, and I'm bringing someone better than you. Someone better than you. Gonna find real love, baby. Yeah, someone better than you. Respect's what I'm bringing. Someone better. Said someone better. Said someone better than you.
Who was the guy that told you?
Sorry,
That heaven-
I hope I didn't peak your levels. I was
No,
trying-
you did good.
Who was
trying
the
to
guy
read-
that told you
did
heaven
good.
raises its flag at half, puts its flag at half mast?
That was
A very
Pastor when
wrong,
I was
a
a
very
kid.
wrong man.
Was it a priest?
pastor when I was a kid.
Pastor?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was talking about. No, had no idea.
Why on earth would you discourage somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are your blues artists that you like? Because that tune, I'm hearing like Kingfish Ingram and I'm
Love that Telecaster.
who?
No, the guitar that he plays. Yeah, it's like the
Telecaster.
purple
Oh, you got the-
Telecaster
yeah, you got
Deluxe.
the-
Yeah. Yep.
How about that?
That's where my gear knowledge comes in. If it's a guitar, then I know what it is. If it's anything else, I'll leave it up to Chuck at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I love Kingfish. Of course, guys like Bonamassa, Gary Clark Jr.
That's the other one. And I'm sitting here trying to Gary Clark Jr.
Yeah.
who was it Gary Clark or who? And there's one more that have the same style, but the man next door is the guy. Oh, I gotta look that up. Whoever, but that's who that reminds me of. It's that like blues, but yet it's like soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a mixture. Very cool.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, then, like,
John Holt.
I like a lot of well, of course, John Mayer, B.B. King, but then like a lot of Motown guys like Curtis Mayfield, Stevie Wonder. Bill Withers is probably one of my biggest inspirations as far as a songwriter.
Now, excellent choice. How did you get? You were a teenager in the 90s.
Yeah.
So obviously you were born in the early 80s.
Yes.
So, or mid 80s. So how did you get exposed to that kind of music? Now, I was exposed to that kind of music, but my parents are in their 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I was a teenager in the 70s. So there was a 20-year gap there. So how did you do it? I mean, what was it?
Yeah, so growing up was a lot of Allman Brothers and Led Zeppelin, and it was kind of, and then of course Kurt Cobain, Lead Belly, and then I kind of went down the rabbit hole. I started just like, well,
I guess what I'm saying, how did you get exposed to that? Was it your parents, a brother?
no, just research.
Oh, you just happened to hear it and you liked it.
I looked into blues, and then I kind of just
Went down the rabbit hole.
I was about to give your parents all these kudos for like, just, all right.
For a good part of that, so I was in, for a good part of that, I wasn't listening to anything secular for about 10, 12 years. and it was kind of coming back to like normal music that like
The floodgates opened.
Yeah, I started getting into blues and then soul and then so yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, my children were born in the early '90s, but yet, and I've told this story on this program. My son was 4. He gets in the CD. I have a CD player in my '88 Blazer at the time, and my son's 4, and he gets in, and he's like, this was like around '96, I guess, and he says, "Dad," I'm taking him to his little preschool we went to 2 days a week. "Dad, what's in the CD player?" I said, "Aerosmith. Let's rock." And he's like ready to go, and I'm thinking, all right, I haven't done a bad job so far. He knows what music is, There are those out there listening who may disagree. But, because like when I was a kid, my mother listened to Elvis and she listened to Creedence Clearwater. Gary U.S. Bonds. People like, he was also on that Sam Cooke tribute I was telling you about. And so I grew up with this innate sense of the whole blues rock mixture of things. It wasn't until maybe 10 years ago that I discovered that, Hound Dog was written by Big Mama Thornton.
Yeah.
Not Elvis Presley. So there's a lot of things that happen that lead you in those kind of directions. But you went on your own there. You went on that path. And
Yeah.
are you the only musician in the family, or are there more?
No, I'm the only one in like my immediate family.
Okay. So what made you want to become a musician? Just listeling to that stuff? Or
just
okay.
the love of music.
You play anything else other than guitar?
I a little bit of bass, a little bit of mandolin. I try to approach the drum kit every once in a while. It doesn't usually go well, but I have a really
I feel your pain.
I have a really nice. I at least have a nice drum kit. I have a Gretsch Catalina, but it's a 7-piece kit.
Okay.
So if you take the reso heads off, you can do the whole "In the Air Tonight." Like, so I try to drum a little bit, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So what made you take up the guitar then? I mean,
so I started off as a kid. Again, Nirvana was the big. I mean, I wanted to play Nirvana songs, and so my dad he didn't know. We had no other experience with music or anything, so he got me found a cheap classical guitar. And then got me some lessons. So I was playing Nirvana on a classical guitar. And then group I was involved in kind of discouraged me from singing, but also discouraged me from playing.
Sound like a very discouraging group of
Yeah.
people.
So I kind of
Not the kind of church I'd want to go to.
I quit for a long time. I stopped playing guitar, and I didn't pick it back up until maybe about 9 years ago or so. I decided. I first went into mandolin. I'm like, well, there's a lot of guitar players. Let me go do mandolin. And then it was fun, but then I went to Guitar Center because I don't know where you go, but Guitar Center, and they had a pack where you got a guitar and a mandolin for I don't know. Yeah, for like $100, but again, it was like 10 years ago, so it'd be like different today. But so I got that, 2 for 1. I like a deal, so. So I brought them home and I was learning mandolin, and I'm like, let me pick up this guitar. I have it sitting here. And then just kind of went from there.
Nice.
There we go. How about you, Shay?
So
You said you're relatively new to the game, huh?
I am. I mean, now, it's the way where my head's going right now is like it's been a little over 2 years that I've been out actively performing. And for me, because I've committed so many of those days in those 2 years to go perform, it feels a lot longer. But then I hear all these stories of all of our friends talking about, oh yeah, I knew this guy 2014 in the music scene or 2011, and I'm like, I wouldn't even have thought about this being a reality. Like I've always loved music. I've always played guitar in my bedroom, like knew some basic songs. I was into writing, but it was one of those things where I never took the chance to get on a stage and go up and perform in front of a crowd. I took a little bit of nudging in a very specific moment, funny enough, at Double Nickel, where I got on stage and I was like, you know what? I got to finally give this a shot. And it was every single day from that point on, as many reps as I can get in. And now I'm getting into some awesome rooms, some cool people like this right now. Get to hang with my buddy, performing music and hear great artists. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
That's
Yep.
great.
Yeah. So Shay's dad is a very good singer too.
Yeah, shout out Sean Arthur.
Sean Arthur.
Big fan of both of you, or
Who is
wait? What did you say?
So
His dad.
His dad.
His
Shay,
dad.
Shay's dad is
Yeah.
is a really good singer.
Oh, good singer.
Yeah.
Thought you said he was a really big fan.
well, I think that too, to be honest.
I think
yeah.
Madison sabotaged my earphones. Is what I think is going on here.
Play
Yeah.
Madison for your lack of hearing.
Seriously.
It's all about the chocolate, isn't it?
Yep. And you owe me that $100. Don't forget.
Oh, I don't know where that came from, but
She's
that
shaking
sounds
you
good.
down.
Get in line.
That's usually if somebody asks me, "Are you Danny Coleman? Do I owe you money?" I gotta look twice.
$100 and a beer.
Oh,
Word on the street.
when is your birthday?
Yesterday.
It is not.
No, it's July 29th.
Oh, July, rats.
So close.
I thought it was April for some
God,
reason.
I am so busy that day.
Oh,
So busy buying me
burn.
so many beers.
Woo! Woo!
Beer for you. Beer for you. Beer for you.
I'm like Oprah.
Yep.
You get a beer. You get a beer.
Wait, are Chuck and I walking home with beer tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, get involved. All right.
Meet me at Tyndall Road.
Heck
That's
yeah.
right.
We'll have a
that's
Buy
right.
Madison beer party.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, make that the next Facebook ad.
Yeah, but you have to wait for July now. I was thinking it was April.
Technically.
Man, technically. Well,
On
She's-
paper.
She likes to laugh because I bought her a drink at the last Deco event. I'm like, I'm going to the bar. You want anything? Yeah, cool. And I bring her back a rum and Coke. I'm halfway there, and Bruce is like, "Who's that for?" Well, me. That's for Madison. Yeah, one's for me, one's for Madison. She's not 21 yet.
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say she doesn't look old enough to.
I thought she was like 21. She said she
I'm
went
right
to
there.
college.
tall.
I'm 24 in Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Wow.
Don't let
See what we're dealing with here? They get me from all sides,
Yeah,
Chuck.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, well, now that we established your father's a very good singer and super fan,
Yeah.
what growing up, what did you listen to? What made you want
To
play
do
the
this.
guitar?
Yeah.
We all have our watershed moment. you know?
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny. My parents were big music fans, and I heard a wide variety of genres, like all different styles, where there wasn't really one set thing that was like the genre for me, And when I was young, this is actually probably the defining moment of really wanting to play the guitar. I had two moments. I went to go see Heart open up for Journey. My dad used to love singing Journey, so I was like, we all went, and Heart covered Love Reign Over Me by The Who. And it blew me away. I was like 8 years old, whatever it was, and I'm like, this is amazing. I want to be able to do that one day. So then my parents, through the Philadelphia radio stations, I want to say it was 102.9, it might have been MMR, they won a trip out to Ireland to go see Bruce Springsteen play in Dublin.
Oh, I remember that contest.
Yep. And
yeah,
so
that's the
Wow,
one
your parents
soccer
won?
stadium they have in that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was like 04, and they won. We had all three of the house phones. It was before cell phones, so we just had everything we could get. We're all dialing, and we won.
Wow.
And so my mom and my dad went out. And funny thing, crazy is that the hotel they stayed in was the hotel that U2 owns. And so they were staying there while my parents were there. So they walk right past
Right
them.
there in the Temple Bar District.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
So we got
I
the.
believe that's the one. Yeah.
I think so. We got the CD of The Rising. That's the album that he released during that tour.
Right.
So when we're going to sports games and all that, I'm listening to that album front to back, and it's just like Waiting on a Sunny Day. That's always a feel-good song for me. If that comes on, like I know, we're going to be, having a good day ahead. So a handful of those experiences kind of just had me. And School Rock. School Rock came out, Jack Black, all that together. I'm so serious too. I was like, oh, I can do this.
Man, that was a great movie.
Yep. It's classic, man. You can't go wrong with School Rock.
No. When he's bringing them kids back to school in the van and the immigrant song is on and that
Yep.
look on his face, he turns around, he's all crazed. I was like, that's rock and roll, man.
Sure is. And you know what they had to do to get that song, by the way. Led Zeppelin's not very open to letting you utilize their songs in any art project, like whatever it's a movie or a commercial, a cover in any facet. They recorded a video in that final scene where they're playing their final song with all the cast and the all the fill-ins, everybody that's hanging there, and it's Jack Black with the camera facing them, and he gets everybody to like cheer out, saying, "We need the immigrant song. It's the only missing component to make this movie a hit." And they said yes. So that led to them using that in that scene. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
And then he presented them the award at the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
Jack
Yep.
Black. Yeah. See, like my cousin and like her friend, Claire's friend Walter says, my cousin gave me Zeppelin 4 for my 12th birthday. And
Wow.
I've had lead poisoning ever since, which was my first exposure to blues music. It took me until, God, I was in my 30s before I realized that songs like Your Time Is Going to Come or I Can't Quit You.
When the Levee Breaks.
The
it's an
Memphis
all-timer.
Mini, right?
Yeah.
Which is what got me hooked. I had been playing the drums for about 6 months, and when she gave me Zeppelin 4, my cousin, I can still hear her words as if they were yesterday. You're playing drums now? You got to listen to this guy. And I heard the front of it, and I'm thinking, okay, this is different. And then rock and roll. After Black Dog came rock and roll, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And then going to California, and I'm like, all right. And then Stairway, and I'm like, whoa, that's really cool. But then I flip it over, and I got to like Four Sticks and Misty Mountain Hop. I'm like, okay, Four Sticks. I really didn't care for it. I was 12. I didn't appreciate it at the time. And then you get down to When the Levee Breaks. and I heard them drums at the beginning, and I was like, oh my gosh. If I was a fish, the hook would have been in the mouth, man. That's it. I was done.
Is it true that he recorded that in a stairwell?
Yep.
Yes.
In Headley Grange was the name of the
Headley
house, mansion, whatever it was.
I saw a picture. I think it's AI, but someone recreated it.
Very high ceilings, drum mics.
Yeah. Andy Johns put
Yeah.
the mics
Mics
way
up
high.
high.
Way high,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. And then the Echoplex on that, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate over my career to be able to interview Jason Bonham on an occasion, and I had mentioned to him about When the Levee Breaks and the drum sound and so on and so forth. And after the interview, he threw me a couple tickets to a show he was doing with Hart.
Oh, there we go.
Now, I've been a Hart fan since I discovered Little Queen in 1975 or 6, whatever.
I thought you were saying you discovered women.
Well, pretty much too. They did replace Ann and Nancy did replace Farrah Fawcett.
I was going to say, I thought so.
But so you get. Now I forget where I was going. You got me all shook up. But he threw me a couple tickets, so the Jason Bonham Experience was the opening act for Hart. And then they did like a 40-minute encore with Jason on the drums, and it was all Zeppelin tunes. So it was like phenomenal, And that might have been a concert I was hanging out with Cindy Drew.
Oh, maybe.
That one
yeah.
there. So we're sitting there, and he comes out, and it's like his either next to last or last song before his first set's done. And he's like, there's only one man that can play this song, can play this drum intro, and they got a big screen, and up comes Bonham, and Bonham's playing the beginning of When the Levee Breaks, and then when the rest of the band kicks in, Jason takes over.
Wow.
And it was just like, if you're a Zeppelin fan and you grew up like a Bonham disciple like me, every hair on your arm stands up. Now, as a musician, that's all you can really ask for, is to be able to either write or recreate a piece of music that has that kind of effect on people.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys, you both write. Now, you don't have any physical product, right? Everything is streaming, or no?
Correct. Everything's streaming.
Okay. Now,
For now, yeah.
do you have a CD, or a CD? Do you have a full length album, or you just have singles?
No,
What do you have, Chuck?
I just have some. So I need to finish the studio so I can get some more stuff out. Because I definitely want to move into the direction of producing and developing, especially if an artist is struggling with writing. Like, come to me, I'll help you write and record a record.
Okay.
Of course, I got to finish the studio first, and I got to put some of my stuff out there so people can see what I can do. But yeah, I have some stuff I did in during the pandemic in 2020. Well, so I had planned this pre-pandemic. It just kind of worked out for me. I said my plan was in the middle of 2019. I decided in 2020 I'm going to release a single every month. I'm going to record, produce, mix, master. So I played all the instruments. I recorded, mixed, mastered everything. And so that's what I did. So a lot of some of them I'm not very proud of. But some of them came out pretty good. So I have them out, and then I have a couple songs that there's a couple other ones I threw in there. So for the January 2021, I decided to release a song called 2021 Please Don't Be Worse. So I don't.
It's like COVID Christmas.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So so I have a rendition of What Child Is This? It was the first song I ever released for Christmas 2019.
Oh wow! You'll have to send that to us for our Christmas shows.
Yeah, and it's on Spotify, Apple Music, all those.
Okay.
I mean, I think I did a pretty decent job on that mix. But again, I played all the instruments, mixed and mastered it, whole nine. So
okay. Well, what are your website? Where do we find your music?
So it's info.chuckmbooking.com.
Okay.
Yeah, so that you'll connect to my social media. I'm Chuck M Music on Instagram and Facebook and then YouTube. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with my YouTube channel right now. I think I want to pivot it more towards helping artists who are trying to get out and gig, like with engineering information, like what do I do for my first PA? What should I get? What should I, how should I set up?
Okay.
How do I set up vocals?
that's
how do
cool.
I EQ vocal? So I think I want to go in that direction. I did a lot of gear videos before, like guitars, pedals, amps, that kind of stuff. But I think I want to pivot to more. I want to do something that serves the community a little bit more. People kind of, I get a lot of questions. Like I hang out at a few open mics, and so I'm a big believer in open mics and building a community of artists. And OAC is a big part of that. So I want to do something that serves that community.
Let me tell you, the first 3 months I started doing this show back in April of 2009, April, May, June. So all I did was go to open mics. Here's my card. If you're ever interested, I started this radio show and so on. So it's in Burlington County, blah, blah, blah. And after that, I never had to look again because, word of mouth got out and musicians just started that kind of thing.
It's a great community. Really is.
Yeah.
It is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is. And I
supportive.
think it's I think it's fantastic. Now, thanks to Carrie, I've been able to branch out into South Jersey a little bit, which is great, which is how you guys are here. And Peter Scavello was here, and
Yep.
Kenny
Wests.
Nye and the Wests. Yeah, so that's really cool. How about your websites?
Yeah,
Shay?
so right now, because I'm prepping for because you were asking about, release music. So I have nothing out whatsoever. But my first single release, which is going to be the first song on a 10-stop, what I'm calling the single release tour, every 6 weeks dropping a new single till the full 10-song album is released.
Oh, cool.
So that's starting on this Saturday night, which will be yesterday by the time the listeners are listening to this. But the song will be available the day this drops.
Time travel.
Nice.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do here. We're that good.
Actually, and at the risk of sounding like a name dropper, but Will Turpin, right, bass player for Collective Soul, he said to me one time, he said, Danny, because I've interviewed him several times, and he said to me, Danny, I realize that we're musicians, yeah, but most importantly, we're like time machines for people. They hear one of our songs and they remember where they were when they first heard it, who they were with. Was it an ex-girlfriend, their current spouse? Their first kiss, their last kiss, their last hug, their first time they heard "I love you," whatever it might be. We take them back there. He said, I never look at it like I'm playing to an arena of 20,000 people. I look at it like 20,000 individuals, because everybody takes something away. There are some of our songs that you may remember, and it's a great thing that, taking you back to a time in your life and somebody else will hear it and won't affect them at all. Yeah. So as a musician, you have you have that ability to affect people.
Yeah.
It's a wild segue to that song.
It is. We can get to.
It's very
before we fully get to that, though, I will say, I think that's the biggest thing for me. My one buddy, he's a writer, and he likes to write movies and scripts, and he's been getting out and getting involved with these different groups. But it's been impressive to see what he's doing, and we would talk all the time. The goal has always been the same feeling that you would get from the favorites that you watch. So, let's say Led Zeppelin and Bonham did that for you as a drummer. The goal is then to be able to make something of your own that gives somebody else that feeling about the thing that you created. And so that's what my goal has always been, is if I can impact even one person with any of my songs, then that's a win in my book.
That's the whole reason I started this radio show.
There we go.
With that philosophy, because when I was 16, I heard myself on the radio for the first time. And I remember how I felt. I was numb from head to toe, and I remember thinking, wow, if I can give other musicians that feeling, then let's do it. So that's how I started on terrestrial radio before I went internet.
Wow.
So if you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I have Shay. I have Chuck M. Let's do some more music, man. What do you think?
Yeah, so I guess am I taking this one?
Yes, sir.
So it's funny. I won't go deep into the story. Let's just say this was inspired by something that was said, or something that we saw, I should say, with an ex of mine. And I'm not going to name drop anything, but this was not super long ago. But anyway, it led to a good song, so I think that's a positive to take from it. But it's basically it's from the perspective of, we saw this big boat on the Philadelphia side of Delaware River, and it said Morning Celine. But it was spelled like Celine Dion, Celine. And so she says out loud, it'd be just it'd be really cool if it was like Celine, the moon goddess. Morning, moon goddess, conflicting terms, cool idea. So I said out loud, it'd be a great song title. Just first thing that came to my mind. They all turn and look at me, eyes wide open. I was like, man, all right, I guess I'm writing Morning Celine. We'll see what happens. And then this is what I came up with. And all right, this is Morning Celine, which is coming out on Sunday, March 8th. My 30th birthday, but that's the last thing on my mind. I mean, that's cool, but, new music. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. out of bed and I turned to my side and I said, good morning, silly. And I caught a glimpse of her eyes. They were so bright, it felt like a dream. Today is the day that I'll say that I want you, that I need you, that I love you, Celine. Now it's my turn to ask why you had to wait until the time was right. And I was caught under your spell. There was no antidote that I could find. Today is the day that I'll say that I want you, that I need you, that I love you, Celine. There was a day I didn't know what it meant to be alive. There was until I came across your path, and you came across mine, and I rode across the sky because you had me up on cloud 9, and I never felt this way inside. Finally I can say Celine is mine. Today is the day that I'll say that I want you, that I need you, that I love you, Celine.
Fantastic.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Now, you wrote that, Shay?
Yep. Yeah, it's mine right there.
All right. So, either, and I don't care who answers this, because, you know, I'm that way. I just don't care. I don't care who answers this. Songwriting. Does it come easy? Is it difficult? Are they 10 minutes? Is it 10 minutes a tune, or is it 10 years? What? Which is?
Let me go first on this one. Also, too, I feel like I don't know if it's maybe muted in my mic or it might be disconnected weird. I can't really hear my own vocals, but I'm not sure.
Those headsets aren't the best.
Okay.
You
Because
have-
I'm hearing everybody else's vocals pretty clean, but like mine, I don't know if
don't
it's
hear
coming
yourself?
through on your guys.
Yeah, I
end?
hear you good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, you were blowing it out, so I had to
Yeah.
back you up.
Yep. I tend to do that. You can ask
Yeah.
Chuck. Any open mic I go to, they all know when I step up, they're like, "Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
mess with
The
this a
red
little
light
bit."
was on, so you had
Yeah.
to be backed up. But no,
Yeah.
it
So
could be the headset that they're not.
okay.
greatest.
So yeah, basically for me, it's one of those deals where each time is a little different. I know Peter Scavello when he was on, he was talking about how everybody's got a slightly different approach to it. there's moments where I come up with an idea when I'm out, not even with my instrument in hand. There's other times a song comes to me in 30 minutes. Like that one came pretty fast. I had an inspiration behind the idea. The guitar riff in the intro and outro was something that I came up with pretty quick. The rest of it, the chords and the verses, the lyrics, that didn't really take too long to. The riff is really the part I was trying to iron out. But then there's other songs that take me 4 hours where I'm like sitting through trying to figure out what to do with it. But I write pretty often, so it's one of those deals where sometimes it comes out and it's like this is something that looks like it's going to be worthwhile to bring out, and then other times, it's not quite there. But I write so much that it's like it tends to go pretty quick for me, I'd say.
So who do you listen to today?
Who do I listen to today? There's quite a few. I'm a big fan of Jeff Buckley.
Okay.
I love listening to Ray LaMontagne, Leon Bridges. I'm a big Zeppelin fan. I still listen to Zeppelin. Foo Fighters, Them Crooked Vultures, kind of a crossover between the two. You know Them Crooked Vultures?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad because
John Paul Jones.
yeah, there's a lot of people that don't know of Them Crooked Vultures, and I'm like, man, they had one of the best like single albums from an act out there. But yeah, I listen. My tastes are kind of forever changing, a little all over the place. And I've been listening to a lot of the local artists too through doing the OAC. Meeting so many people. I keep telling people, and they think I'm joking, I've met more people in the last 2 years than I have my entire life prior to this. So it's been crazy. So I listen to a lot of local music too. So yeah.
Excellent. What about you, Chuck?
It's interesting. I'll lead to the next song. I have.
Oh, you're gonna do one of them segues on me, are you? All right.
I've written probably so many different ways. So I've had, I've been commissioned to write to write songs where somebody gives me like a theme or an idea and say, hey, can you write a song about this? And then I've sat down. Usually those take longer.
Yeah, because you're kind of forced into it.
Yeah, and so you try to find something. There was I wrote a song Monday that it was a line. I was listening to Michael Kiwanuka. I don't know if you're familiar with him, brilliant soul artist. And there was just a phrase, like a throwaway phrase in one of his songs. And then I was like, I thought about that. It was love. Love is the answer. And then I was like, well, if love is the answer, all I have are questions.
What's the question?
And then I said, if time is a healer, then the cure hurts worse than the disease. And so I kind of built, and then I was like, okay, well, then I got to figure out how to put this in a song. So I wrote that. But this next song that we're gonna do, I kind of evolved out of me practicing. I was just kind of working on guitar, practicing some stuff, messing around with stuff, and I found a chord. It was E minor with a major seventh, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds kind of spooky, and I just kind of built a progression off of that. So I very much started with the music on that one, and I just kind of built a progression, and I'm like, I kind of like how this sounds. I need to do something with this. And then I just had some words come to mind, and I started writing stuff down. And then this song was born. And that was, probably, I wrote that in 2019, recorded and released it in 2020. Song's called They Destroy. And then Shay heard it, and he's like, this is pretty cool. And he started messing around with it. And then the spin that Shay put on it was so good. It was just a song that was like, this is not for me, especially vocally. Like, if this song wasn't for me, but I believed in it. Mm-hmm. And so I released it. But I didn't like how it sounded on it. But the spin that Shay put on it, and then, of course, with his vocals are amazing. I was like, oh, that's how the song should be. And it was, just last year I realized, oh, this song is about anxiety. I didn't even realize it, but when I was listen to him play it, and I'm like, oh, that's what I was trying to say. I didn't even know what I was trying to say. Whatever.
Take a step back, and then you can really see it for
yeah.
where it lies.
Just took the words out of my mouth. So,
Yeah.
what's with that bass you got going on there, Chuck? Is that from a ring, a bracelet, or do you play with instead of a pick? Do you use like a dime or a nail? What do you got going
I
on
use
there?
fingers.
Okay, I'm just wondering what all them little holes are in the
Where?
right there. Nope, right there underneath your hand. Underneath. That's it.
Oh! This is relict. So this is relict. This is a Fender JMJ bass
right.
from. So this is this is this is a Mexican made guitar, but it's kind of going for a custom shop feel. So they did the relicing in the Mexican factory. I have my like number one guitar is my custom shop Telly, and that is like that guitar is my life. It's I love that guitar.
I've had the honor of trying it out, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
gotta be honest.
but I mean it's
Nice.
a custom shop guitar, so it's made like to my specifications. So it's not for everybody, but it's for me.
And that's all that matters, Chuck.
So but this isn't a custom shop, but it's just a Mustang short scale bass. So 30 inch 30 inch scale length, and just a P bass split pickup
No,
on
okay.
it, just one pickup, very simple.
I see that.
But it's a fun
I
little
was just wondering what the marks were. It looks like maybe they were like a
yeah.
not the part that's under your right hand, but the part that's on the.
It's like you took a mini cactus against the side and just
Yeah,
wanted to-
yeah. I
that's
don't-
what I'm saying.
Lots of holes.
Yeah, I don't know what they were.
Play it with a 10-penny nail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That you'd have to ask Fender that one.
Hey, let me tell you something. I was lucky enough to hang out with a blues guy by the name of Kenny Neal. And
Okay.
he was headlining the Bucks County, or across the river from here, the Bucks County Blues Society had this massive 3-day festival every year over in this farm right across the bridge. And Kenny was the headliner on Saturday afternoon. And so I'm backstage with him and another gentleman, actually down from your area, by the name of Norman Taylor, blues guy that plays down your way all
The
the
name
time.
sounds really familiar.
And Kenny and I are talking, and he opens up his guitar case, and he's got I think he has a Stratocaster. It's either a Stratocaster, but it was at Fender, Telly or Strat, I can't remember right now. But this thing literally had gouges out of
Looked like Willie Nelson's guitar.
yeah, they were
missing pieces.
literally like gouges
yeah.
out of the finish. And he said, this is the one I play every single gig. He said, I own 100 guitars, but this is the one that
Yeah.
goes on the road with me. It's
Yeah.
my favorite guitar of all time.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I'm thinking, okay, what's he, does he have a favorite thing going on there?
Yeah.
Same thing with John Mellencamp. When the
Yeah.
arena first opened in Trenton, I was the UPS guy down there. So I literally watched them rip down the old Roebling building that was there and put up and dig the trench, the hole in the ground for the arena.
Wow.
So one of the very first concert was John Mellencamp with somebody else. I can't remember. So I would go back in the afternoon to do the pickup, and there's this guitar rack that's literally half the length of this wall here. It had to be 10 foot long, this guitar rack, 8 to 10 feet, and it's just full of guitars. So the roadie comes out, and I was just looking at him, and he says, can I help you? I was like, I'm just looking. I'm a musician. And he goes, I'll give you free tickets for tonight if you can tell me which one you think is John's favorite. And I was like, buddy, I got no idea. Not telling him that I could have had tickets anytime I wanted because I delivered there. But and he looks at me and he goes, this one. And he picks up this acoustic guitar that was beat to death. Same thing. The finish was all gouged and cracked. But that was the one that Mellencamp loved to play.
Yeah.
So it's not the looks that matter. It's
Right.
what comes out of it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So,
It's funny too that you say that because I always see a handful of my friends, like my buddy Taylor Lenahan. He's an incredible artist. He does mostly the covers. He's very successful when it comes to the cover scene, cover gigs. and he's got an Acoustasonic, so like that guitar there.
Yeah.
But the entire bottom half here is like you were carving wood out of it with like a spoon. It's like beat up, And I'm always looking at these, guitarists, and I'm like, none of my guitars look like that. I'm like, am I not playing hard enough? But I'm also thinking to myself, I'm like, I haven't played the duration of time to like really start truly accruing those barks. So every time I beat one up, like I think I hit the edge of this one not too long ago, and I was like, it's starting. We're getting there.
That's right.
Yep.
It's a road warrior now.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you going to do for us here?
Yeah, so we'll do.
Yes, we'll do They Destroy.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's not quite this kind of pressure. Like, you could cover somebody's song, you don't think much of it. You could play your own song, and obviously, that comes with its ups and downs. But when you have to cover somebody else's song that's in the room, and it's like you're covering it for them, it's like the amount of times I've messed up the words on his song, I'm like, I gotta make sure that I get it down.
They used to do a really cool thing in Asbury Park. There used to be a coffee house on Cookman Avenue that was called the Twisted Tree. I think it's still there, but they don't have music anymore because of the licensing fees that.
Yeah, BMI ASCAP.
All that they went through a whole bunch of stuff back in the 2010s.
And that's why original music's a great move, because guess what? You don't need to pay that. You can actually go in and that was another big reason to start in the OAC. I'm like, these booking agencies are looking for cover artists, and don't get me wrong, you need covers. That's a major component of everything, and I appreciate anybody that can play a song really, really well. But you need new original music. You got to have it.
Otherwise, you're going to hear the same songs for the rest of your life.
Yep.
So what they used to do, though, all the original artists, they used to have this event at the Twisted Tree, and it used to be called Twisted Covers. So all these artists in Asbury Park, original acoustic artists, got together, and they all did each other's music.
That's
awesome.
Cool. That's a great idea.
Really cool. It might be a good idea for one of your events. It was really cool to see like this guy do this other guy's song, and their styles are totally different, and have him put a different twist on it.
Wow.
So
I love that idea a ton. We might have to talk about something in that vein. We've had like
Great idea.
small elements of that mixed in, but not quite to the event of it being the entire night is covering each other's originals. That's really cool. All right, so They Destroy. Here we go.
Don't blink, it's not what you think. It could be something better. Don't sing, you just take a drink and forget to remember. See your aces on the table, they won't bring joy. Get your horse out of the stable, don't be a foolish boy. They destroy. Show what you don't know, and it grows all together. Get low, it's time to go, or blood will flow down your leather. See your aces on the table, they won't bring you joy. Get your horse out of the stable, don't be a foolish boy. They destroy. table. They won't bring you joy. Get your horse out of the stable. Don't be a foolish boy. I don't speak in empty fable. It's not some selfish ploy. Live on this day if you're able. Don't be a foolish boy. They destroy. They destroy.
Shay and Chuck M and Shay here on Rock on Radio. Fantastic. Love it. Excellent. So, what is the dynamic with you guys? I mean, did you meet at the Double Nickel, or did you know each other from before?
So,
or
if you don't mind if I could take this one
Go
to
ahead,
start.
go ahead.
Okay, so basically, I told you I've been in this game pretty short window, and I'm trying to get out to meet as many people as possible, see where the music's happening, because I didn't go to my first open mic till January of 24, and so I was trying to figure out where I could go. And I'm telling my family about it. I'm kind of talking out loud about it a lot at this point. I'm going out as much as I can. And they go, oh, a family friend of ours, their nephew plays at, I think it's called Death of the Fox. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I'm interested to go see, you know, like what's going on over there. And I found Chuck's page and saw what he looked like, so I knew going in who I'm looking for. And the very first time I went, I think it was the last time that Joe Grasso was still running the open mic.
Yeah.
And then Chuck took over. But through a family connection, we ended up meeting in the open mic scene, and now we've been, you know, running shows for a while now. Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
It's like, oh, your dad's the popcorn guy.
yeah, the popcorn. Yeah, my dad makes popcorn. It's like it's a big thing in our area. You know, past that, probably not too known, but
Yeah.
people know him as a popcorn guy.
wow, see that? Madison popcorn.
Should've brought some.
We should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely would have ate it.
Should've.
I'll tell you that much.
Next time, I'll make sure we get it
Yeah,
next time.
please. That's cool.
So that means there's going to be a next time. You hear that? They said next time.
Well, of
Ooh.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Repetition.
I mean, do you guys need a live audience for when you guys do the whole switcheroo?
Oh, the
That's
turntable.
So if you know, you know.
Oh, have a studio audience even. That's interesting.
For the beer pick?
No, for the turntables when they're going to talk to us.
Oh, that's right.
They're
Oh,
gonna-
I'm glad you. That totally went over my head. I forgot.
In my
about
head, I'm
that.
like, I don't know if you guys are trying to
I
like,
got you.
know, say it out loud to the fan base quite yet. You want to keep it a surprise. That's why I
That's
was like,
right.
Well,
Coming down the
vague.
pipe.
you know, and I know he'll listen to this
Mhm.
when he puts it up on the Deco site. This for right now, but prior to this show going to air, I know Bruce said that he wants to do that, where he and Madison are going to ask us questions. But I've interviewed Bruce, and the very first time he ever, several times now, but the very first time he ever came on this show. Now, Bruce is a very good conversationalist, but the very first time he ever came on the show, he was, I think I heard him telling you, Chuck, he was nervous. He doesn't like to talk on the radio, so on and so.
I think he's getting better. He'll rise to the occasion.
Well, what kind of questions could he possibly ask me?
I don't know, but I can't wait.
I'll just carry.
if the first question is, what does it mean to be left on red? I'll be impressed. I'll be impressed. He did his
Yeah, see
homework.
if you studied.
It's a
Did his
quiz.
homework. Yeah.
That'll be
right.
the check-in.
We're quizzing you.
I think the
Actually
first.
quizzing me too.
I think the first question will be how do I get my hair the way I do?
You have hair?
Probably doesn't take much.
Wow.
Even Madison's could answer the
See,
question.
I set myself up,
You
Chuck.
do it on purpose, though.
These jokes write themselves.
Yeah.
You know, you like throw it up, expecting.
Yeah,
like,
and
what
then
are we
you
gonna
look at
do
me.
with- Exactly.
Yep.
And then I look at you. Is that all it took is for me to
Yeah.
look across
No,
the
I'm
room?
catching the brain waves.
Exactly.
It's like a
It's yours.
telepathic thing.
I got it. I got it.
Yep.
Catching the
Alley-oop.
brainwaves. Get me a rum and Coke.
That's true, but we'll do turntables.
So, what are your
That's cool.
websites and things again, guys?
Yeah. Info.chuckmbooking.com.
So you can go to. We're going to be updating it to be shayarthur.net before the weekend's release. So by the time this comes out, it'll be shayarthur.net. We're revamping my website. Instagram, it's Shay Arthur, but it has 2 Y's, 2 R's, because I got beat out by someone out in, I think, Michigan or Minnesota to get the OG Shay Arthur.
Same thing happened to me.
Yep.
Madison X Cobb. 'Cause
Yeah.
apparently there's another Madison Cobb.
Yep. Yeah, someone got shayarthur.com, and it was Shay Arthur Music, and I was like I want to get just like the Shay Arthur, and so I was like, I'll go with .net. I like the network anyway, so it kind of goes hand in hand. So Shay Arthur on Instagram, and then Shay Arthur on Facebook.
Okay. Now, your album came out on March 8th
Yesterday.
The first single.
or 7th,
Yeah.
7th or 8th.
So 7th is when we're doing the release party to show the song and the artwork. The 8th, midnight from Saturday into Sunday is when it's going to be dropping.
Okay. And the 8th is your birthday, which is
Today.
technically today. So happy
Yeah.
birthday there.
Thank you.
What about your stuff, Chuck? Is it already released? Is there any more coming forth? I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, I have some stuff released. So like 14 songs out there. Like I said,
Ooh, nice.
varying degrees of quality.
To what where? What platforms?
Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon.
Just
like
look
all
for
of them.
Chuck M.
Yeah, Chuck M. They Destroy. It seems to be a song I have probably a little bit more of. Seems to be the song that people are streaming more. So
Okay. How much time do we have left, Claire?
15.
Oh, okay. All right. So before I got to tell the story, and then we'll get to more music from these guys, because these guys, they listened to the show last week with Mary Muleisen. Right?
yeah.
Mary's a hoot. She really is. She's so. Now I'm going to tell the story that she told while we were off air. She was talking because she was too embarrassed to tell it on air, so I'm going to tell it off air. For those of you who heard the show and heard me when we came back, I literally thought I had tears in my eyes. I was laughing
Choking.
so
You were
hard.
so red. I think I took a picture of you too.
Of course, Mary Muleisen's brother Maury, Jim Croce's right-hand man. We were airing I think the song was called 5 minutes short or 5 minutes longer or something.
Yeah, just 5 minutes or something like that. It's a Jim
5 more minutes, something.
5 more minutes.
Anyway, so she prefaces the whole thing on air by saying that she doesn't have Jim Croce and Maury, her brother, didn't have, huge amounts of groupies and girls banging down their dressing room door type of thing because of the type of music they played. But the song was based on, and she wouldn't commit as to whether it was an actual thing or was something Jim Croce had heard about.
She said that it was just something that he heard about.
It was
It
something
never
he heard
It
about?
didn't happen
Okay.
to him, but he wrote the song based on what he heard.
And apparently,
a common occurrence in the dressing rooms.
correct, there was a woman going around taking plaster casts of a certain male body part and then selling them
So it was like
to
artwork.
their as artwork to their fan base and things.
Did the
right?
artists get royalties for that?
So that was the questions
Or
we
they get
asked
5
off
good
air.
minutes.
Yeah, see, I knew
So-
you guys were good at your job.
so what-
I knew it coming in.
So what happened was we go to the music. So Mary's like, yeah, she was the plaster caster, which right there I'm starting to lose it the way she said it. She says because one of the ladies, and this is where I lost it, worked in a dental office, and she was the one that prepared the body part for casting. And I'm like dental, oral, casting. I mean, I lost my stuff, man. I was like crying. And Mary, she's like, oh, don't say anything. I couldn't handle it.
It's called 5 Short Minutes.
5 short minutes. So I'm like, wait a minute. He wrote a song about a woman that plaster casted a male body part from a woman who worked in a dental office. Well, I mean, what could go wrong, right?
Absolutely nothing. You know.
So for the people who are wondering why I was hysterical, it had everything to do with the dental office. But apparently that's where they got the plaster, I guess, from when they made molds of teeth and things.
Oh my God.
I was dying.
Imagine you're just a coworker at the dentist, you know, and they're just like, I haven't been back in this room yet. Let me go see what's going on. And they walk in and see that. That's what you're walking into.
Well, they would go to the actual like green rooms, and so then they would go to the artists, and it was just like 5 short minutes. That's all it took.
Oh man.
There you go. Welcome to Rock On Radio.
Probably a lot less for me, but
So, what do you guys have? Well, you had the CD release, and what do you have coming up for gigs? You got anything?
So, yeah, we have the original artist circuit, Fierce and Fretted collaboration on the 13th of March.
And just so everybody knows, it's always the second Friday every single month that the OAC takes place. So it's a consistent day each month, easy to remember.
And it's always at the Double Nickel.
Yeah, for
in
now.
Pennsauken.
The plan is to eventually expand at some point, but we have such a good relationship with Double Nickel. And it's funny, when I heard your episode with Peter and you were saying you were getting a beer named after you, that made me think of what we're doing, because we're actually in the process. By April OAC, it should be in the tap room with our cans available.
Very
The
cool.
OAC's getting a beer with Double Nickel.
See,
And-
originally that's what I wanted. I
Yeah.
wanted a beer can with the Rock On Radio logo and
Yep.
and Claire's picture on it, and that kind of thing.
Put me into
and-
this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have you and Madison
Oh well,
both on it.
Madison, yes.
If you insist.
and
Not even legal.
and I wanted to do that, but Tyndall Road doesn't sell. They sell
They don't sell the cans.
they
It's
sell
like-
growlers, but they don't
Okay.
sell the cans.
Well, if you would like, we can talk after this. I have some pretty good ties, to Double Nickel. And the thing that's exciting about Double Nickel that I'll tell you, this is I'm not going to necessarily unveil my huge master plan, but let me just say one thing. You go to any Philadelphia stadium, whether it's a music venue, sports team, you're going to see 2 breweries. You're going to see Victory, which we all know and love, Double Nickel Brewing.
Is it Double Nickel? I thought it
is.
used to be. What the heck's the one in Bluebell? Because if you go to the Flyers games, it's right there across from section like
I
118.
know what you're talking
There's
about,
a
too. I know.
Red Bell Brewing or something, maybe.
Yeah.
It was. Are they out?
I don't know if they're out. I just know that Double Nickel is currently in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, I also do know that in Giant Stadium and Lincoln Financial Field, and I want to say Heinz Field or whatever it's called now in Pittsburgh, Big Man's Brew is sold in
Big
them
Man's Brew.
studios as well.
Wow.
Nick Clemens is a friend of mine.
Okay.
And
there we go.
he started Big Man's Brew, which was supposed to be distributed by the same people who distribute Brooklyn Lager. I don't know if that fell through or not, but I know that Nick's got some licensing with the NFL to sell it as well. So
It's huge.
you never know where you can go with that.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll talk after the show.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, and Double Nickel is the top 15th of the New Jersey 101.5 breweries in the state of New Jersey.
Love to hear that. They also recently, they're technically, I believe they're no longer technically a brewery. They're actually considered a brew pub. They got their beer or their liquor license, so they serve mixed drinks. They also got food in the building now too, which breweries aren't able to do because of the restrictions. So now they have a full menu and food options, and their food is incredible. Like the people they brought in, it's unreal. It's
right, JJ Bidding was a brew pub up in Woodbridge too. I know that. So
Yeah, I'm a very large individual, so I have expertise on food, and it's very good.
Nice.
I too have expanded. I am swollen these days, but that doesn't make me a food expert. Although if you look at me, you think, "Oh boy, he must like to eat."
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
you
okay.
You cook. You just did your crock on chili. You have award-winning crock on chili
I do.
and ribs and stuff. You cook food well too.
Yeah, I never eat it though. That stuff.
Oh.
Well, my ribs I might have every now and then. But all right. Anyway, we got to get to more music before we wrap things up
right.
here. We were with Chuck M and Shay, and what are you gonna do for us?
So Need a Woman. Well, so the song's called Need a Woman, and I'm often confused by the reaction that it gets when I play it out. I don't quite understand it. I'm not a good people person, so understanding people is sometimes very difficult. But basically, it's about the challenges of. Well, it's about like dating,
Of dealing with women, Chuck.
Yeah,
Do you see
yeah,
what
yeah.
I got here, Chuck?
So like, like the first verse is about, there's like hope when you're dating in your 20s, and then when you're 30s, it becomes a little bit more practical. And now that I'm in my 40s, it's just like. It's just like I don't know.
See,
I don't
but
know
Chuck-
if it's gonna happen.
Chuck
So-
doesn't look like he's in his 40s. I would have figured Chuck was in his early to mid 30s.
My mid 40s. So,
Hey?
Yeah.
And if you shaved off the beard, you'd probably look like you were, I don't know, 16 or something.
yeah.
Seriously. I need to
Um,
lock in here.
just soap, Dove soap.
Wow.
I don't know.
Man, see, no, some people are
Um,
just blessed. I
Good
think.
genes.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have a wife or kids, so maybe that's
Less
maybe
stress.
That's the secret.
I have an ex-wife. I have 2 adult children now. I'm really only 42. Just saying.
So this is another kind of blues soul kind of mashup song. So
Okay.
So I guess we'll get so A minor 7, D minor 7. You're a tall drink of water. I'm thirsty and dry. Your love's volume harder. Now I'm swinging swords tonight. I need a woman, sad but it's true. I need a woman. It might be you, might be you, baby. You're sweet and pretty. I'm rough and wild. For me, you take pity. I'll show you slow and mild. I need a woman, sad but it's true. I need a woman. It might be. some attraction. Indulge in me, baby. Now be a man of action. I need a woman, sad but it's true. I need a woman. It might be, oh, it might be, yeah, it might be you.
There you go. Chuck M. and Shay here on Rock On Radio. Very nice, gentlemen.
Nice pipes.
Very, very nice. Websites and everything again?
ShayArthur.net. Shay Arthur on Instagram.
Is that SHEA or
A-Y.
AY?
So SHAY, and then Arthur, the traditional way, ARTHUR.
Okay.
And then Chuck M Music on like the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then info.chuckmbooking.com.
And we can find you sound engineering at the Double Nickel and where else?
Yeah, and then well, I guess Amber will talk to you more about that. But on the March 28th, I'm going to be doing Fierce and Fretted at Berlin Brewing.
Okay.
And then open mics at Death of the Fox in Clarksburg, New Jersey. So
What
Every
day?
Tuesday night.
every Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights. Okay.
Nice.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you for making the trip.
Thank you
We
for having
gotta
us.
we gotta
Thank you
wrap it
for-
up. And you all right, Chuck? Not too bad, right?
I'm all right.
You all right?
I'm all right.
You
good?
made it.
Yeah.
All right. Chuck was worried when we took over, but we calmed his fears, I think.
That's right. You did
Either that or when we get off Madison, get ready to call 911. He may snap on me. I'm not
You're
sure.
driving home, Shay.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, who do we have next week? Do we, I believe we have,
Fierce and Fretted.
Fierce and Fretted is next week.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good timing.
Mhm.
There we go.
Fantastic. So Amber will be in here next week, and you guys can listen to her,
Yeah.
but she'll probably listen to you. So, again, thank you, gentlemen, for making a trip up here to the hinterlands. Thank you, Producer Claire.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Madison. Munchies for Munchies. Munchies for Madison has been extended to one more week.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is
Mail her some.
mail
Good
P.O.
stuff.
Box 10214, MFM, P.O. Box 10214. Mail her a piece of chocolate, a lollipop, anything, And
Yeah.
that's Trenton, New Jersey, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
10214 Trenton, New Jersey, 08650.
Or go to our Facebook page and you can find the post.
First 10 people will get some. Include your T-shirt size. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
T-shirts and a note for. Gotta have a note for Madison.
You gotta write or something.
Dear
Yes,
Madison,
some poetry.
enjoy my chocolate.
Roses are red. Violets are blue.
Madison, here's my chocolate.
It's for you.
Beautiful.
Hey,
There you go.
Bars.
Write a
Bars.
word, get a third.
Erect,
There you go.
erect,
That's
erect.
copywritten. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you guys.
All right. Until next week.
Rock on.